Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go here in Baltimore. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
Looking at that play, Mike, there's really no fault on the offense there. That's just an incredible read defensively from the get-go. This is a short, safer pass. They've talked all week. Let's get an early completion, settle in our quarterback. And what happens? The defender steps in front. He's able to make the pick, and that is the fast start this defense was hoping and talking about all week.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. Look at the big guy rumble. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. That is a big play for L.A. 31 yards. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. And he will dive into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, L.A. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Hardy now with the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it...
And he will get into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good. And they're unable to add the point after. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A hit, and he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson.
When that play was over, I mean, look at the sideline, Mike. The entire team is signaling for safety. I think he was just able to escape the end zone and save giving up 2 points.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a 1st down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing, Herbert. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
Now Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So now, 4th down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Chargers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he is gone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So after one, the Chargers out to the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Now it's Dobbins. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And he will score. Will Disley. Touchdown, Chargers.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Hardy now with the return. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Ooh. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this.
At the 18-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
Nice shot. Hey, Alf, it's hot. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Jackson looking to throw. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That is caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Aguilar goes off in motion. On the option, they give it to Henry. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing Jackson. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Shotgun now for Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Herbert. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. 5-9. To throw is Herbert. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Hardy now with the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Go. You change it. Middle.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will cut into that lead. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. It's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this ball's going to go out of bounds. Not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's Dobbins. Woo. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
21.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A run with Dobbins. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Charger first down. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Herbert. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
A throw on the move is caught.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Back near his goal line, Jackson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley.
And just incredible field position for them following that interception. And you can bet, Mike, as this offense is taking the field, they're telling their defense, hey, nice job here, fellas, but don't bother taking those helmets off. Give us a couple plays, we punch this thing in, and we're going to get you guys right back out there.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Herbert to throw. To the goal line.